It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 2nd and 7. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. 3rd and 9 here. Operating from the gun, Olsen. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. Purdy now to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing to start the drive. Olsen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Olsen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. To throw on 2nd down. Olsen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
As they've got it as we resume action. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third down and 1.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
The Niners hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office and the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Steps away to his left.
That is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and goal from inside the 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This will be caught at about the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A second down throw for Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. This is McCaffrey on the give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Purdy from the gun on third down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Olsen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Olsen.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Olsen.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take...
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Olsen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Olsen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Purdy off the play fake.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now with what...
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, Olsen.
This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bird.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Olsen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 3rd down. Olsen. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Addison's got it. What a catch.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Olsen. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
An extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Olsen, he finds his man, complete. It's Cummings. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Olsen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Back to throw again. Pass complete to Bird out right here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen, and this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Olsen.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
For the winning team here, Charles, and that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the 49ers,